And a good Friday, Nashville. Welcome in. Chasing Big Joe, 1025, The Game, The People Show is here to entertain for the next 3 hours. We're not here to waste your time. We're here to have a good time. He's Big Joe Dubin. I'm Chase McCabe, Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier, pulling double duty today and doing a great job as always on the ones and twos and running the video stream as well. Boys, how we doing?
Isn't that a George Strait song? I'm not here for a long time.
I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Here for a good time. That's what we got today, noon to 3. We are your therapy. We are your cab ride to get you into the weekend. As I tell everybody, we are who we are. Then we got a real show coming in at 3 today. So
that's right.
Good to go.
the real sports talk starts then.
That's right.
Can we mute the TV
over here?
I thought I heard something. I was like, is that Joe's watch?
Yeah, no, it's the TV. He's watching his news. He's watching his stories.
Rutherford County School placed on lockdown, according to the Channel 4 midday show.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully everything's okay.
Absolutely. All right. So, I can't see. And so I can't find my glasses. So I'm not sure if you're here or if Nick's here or if Parker's here or anybody.
See with your heart, Joe. And you can.
I've tried.
You have 20/20 vision.
I've tried to, but now I'm blind as a bat. It's the worst. Goodness.
Well, it is a Friday. The very funny Brad Upton going to join us at 12:30. We'll talk about what he's got going on. And then Chris Sanders at 1 o'clock and our buddy Sean Henry at 2:30. Who apparently, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm going to, has moved a meeting with the owner of the team so he can come on with us at his normal time.
He should have.
And look, Mr. Haslam needs to understand that.
Right?
You got a point. He's been on this show. He knows.
Yeah, he completely knows.
Yeah.
Right? So I understand that. So thank you, Sean Henry, for that.
Yeah,
so.
Look, it's all about keeping your scheduled appointments. So he is going to be doing that, and we're going to be having some fun here on a Friday. Unfortunately, the Preds lost last night. It was a good game, though. I was there. I don't know if I need to just not go or what, but
how about that?
That might be it. But good game, and then had some good basketball last night as well. As the Sweet 16 got underway, Arizona defeats John Calipari and Arkansas to advance. Purdue barely holds on but beats Texas. They move on. Illinois with I call it an upset over Houston to move on to the Elite Eight. And Nebraska's run comes to an end as Iowa with the big upset. A 9 beats a 4. And they move on to the Elite Eight.
So that game, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see that won the big play in the game towards the end? Nebraska had 4 players on the court.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Hoiberg, the coach, goes on.
Was one of the players one of his kids? Because apparently they play for him.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, my goodness.
Sarcasm.
So there was only 4 guys on the court, and they asked him after the game, says, how does this happen? He blames the ref.
Of course he does.
He blames, he's like, they're supposed to count. And they said afterwards, that's not your job. The ref's job is not to count guys on the court. Whether you got 4, I think Kenny Smith had a great breakdown of this. Whether you got 4, 6, or 9, that's on you. Now, in football, a ref counts because you got to have, if you got 12, you're penalized. You got 10, oh, well. So the fact that you tried to blame the ref last night for your incompetence, oh, boy. So they lost the game. Before we go any further, Chase McCabe, I got to bring this out about Will Wade that I read last night. According to the North Carolina State Athletic Director, Will Wade said goodbye to NC State players. Oh, wait, he didn't. His agent sent an email to the school. You don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me.
I'm not.
He's a gutless coward. You don't say
that's not a good look.
You don't say goodbye to your team. Go in there and say, hey, guys, I love you, but I'm moving on, and I'm sorry, and this was face-to-face, right? Jerry DiNardo, we've had on the show before, says his greatest regret in coaching, and Greg Pogue has talked about this too.
Greg Pogue's back to walk in here, I think.
Okay, DiNardo left Vanderbilt and didn't say goodbye. He just left. Coaches, what are you scared of? Have some stones. Say goodbye to your team. These guys bought into you, and you leave. I understand it, and they'll eventually understand that. But don't be a gutless coward. and not talk to your team. That's a bad look. I lost all respect for you when you don't do that. All respect.
I agree with you. It's like
anything.
Petrino putting the notes in the locker, with the Falcons, saying he was leaving for Arkansas.
Oh, he got ripped apart.
Look, I went to school with Will and his brother.
Right.
I knew his brother. I barely knew Will. Will was older than me, but I knew him enough. And I can't condone that. That's not how you do business.
No, not at all. So just say
I don't
goodbye.
I don't. And here's the thing. And this is what I wish these coaches and even players now would listen to. I don't have a problem with you leaving. I don't have a problem with you leaving after a year.
Mm-hmm.
If you think the next opportunity is better for you and better for your family, I have no problem with that. People hating on Lane Kiffin for leaving Ole Miss for LSU, get over it. I have no problem with it. It's how you handle the exit.
Yes.
And to an extent, I think Lane actually handled the exit the best he could.
Well, he said he wasn't allowed to talk to the team.
Right.
So who knows?
And I think I believe that. And my thing too is that's where college sports has screwed up. That again, make this like the NFL and pro sports, that none of this stuff can happen until a set date. Like, let the season be over with before all this coaching carousel BS starts. It's a very simple fix. They just don't want to do it.
What their season or the season?
The season.
Okay.
Right. I mean,
so he shouldn't be allowed to go for 2 more weeks.
Okay. I can say their season because you do see, like in the NFL, coaches get hired before the Super Bowl, but their season is over.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Like so that I can deal with.
So just have a meeting. They're not going to beat you up.
Right.
Just go out and I got more respect for somebody face to face to me instead of some wild email BS that goes on.
Yeah.
And so that's anyway. So
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I 100% like.
And I'll say it again, gutless coward.
Yeah. Let them go have a meeting, say goodbye. You don't even have to say why. I mean, you decide if you owe them that or not.
Yeah. Did Brian Kelly? He didn't do it at Notre Dame either. Because I remember when they introduced Marcus Freeman, and they're like, "Hey, we got your new coach here." Marcus Freeman walks over, goes crazy.
He made Robert Saleh park cars, so
right. And then so the guys are like, "Yeah, Kelly didn't say anything to us when he left." And then Marcus Freeman walks in, and we all got happy and we got excited because they loved him. But just
like all indications are, Tony Vitello did it the right way.
I don't know. Did he?
I think he did. He met with the team. He met with his coaches. Like it was a really. Like he was very transparent through the whole decision-making process for him of leaving Tennessee and going to, now granted, this wasn't in season, but going to San Francisco. Yeah. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Like, again, nobody's going to fault you for making a move if it looks to, in your eyes, is better for you.
Especially if you're going to the Major League Baseball.
Right. Like and being the first college coach to be hired as a manager.
I'm with you, man.
Like, so nobody's going to fault you.
Yeah.
It's how you handle it. And I agree. If Will Wade felt going home to LSU was the best course of action, and look, there was the video of him pulling in and he had the window down, which was calculated. And they asked him like about leaving NC State and going to LSU. And he goes, I think they'd kill me if I answered a bunch of questions. I'm going to follow most of the rules this time. Like, okay. You're like, I see what you did there.
That's funny. I get that.
Right. I don't. You made a little joke. Like, I get it. So like, but you should have addressed your team. I liked his statement about the AD and all that stuff, but there's just a way to go about it.
There is. Like,
nobody's going to fault you if you do it the right way. Nobody's going to fault you for bettering yourself. Some might. They can whatever.
Yeah.
But most people will be like, all right, I get it.
Gutless coward.
I'm
all right. And I've got no dog in the hunt. A dear friend of mine played football at NC State years ago. It's nothing to do with NC State, but the overall, gosh, it's just a bad look. And I just don't want. I don't know. You're a chicken, man. You're a chicken. All that happened, and goodbye, go away, and then hope NC State rebounds well. That's all that. I don't know why it just drove me crazy, but. It does. Coaches, look, you're leaders. These guys buy into you. They love you. They're part of your program. You guys sweat together. You cry together. You laugh together. And then your agents, and according to the North Carolina State athletic director, the agent sent an email in.
Yeah, that
Right?
that didn't work.
Terrible, man.
615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. What is our question of the day?
All right, guys, listen up. This is for you today. Here's the question of the day. What is a gift for men that is the equivalent of flowers for women? What is a gift that is the equivalent of flowers to men? Right? That's our question of the day. What is a gift that is the equivalent of flowers for men?
I'll answer when we come back. Question of the day is presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. First-time shooters, shoot for free. Just tell them that I, Chase McCabe, sent you, and check them out at ariestactical.com. We'll give our answers. We'll get your answers to our question of the day. Brad Upton at the bottom of the hour. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
Oh, good music on a Friday afternoon in the best city in the world, Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome back to the Jason Big Joe Show. We got you till 3 o'clock today. Then DVD comes in after that. All right, our question today is, what's a gift for men that's the equivalent of of flowers? So let us know. But we got a caller. Oh, my God. Tim wants to weigh in on the Will Wade comment. Tim, welcome into the show, buddy.
Hey, guys. Listen, this Will Wade, I'm ashamed to even know that he's associated with Nashville, period. This guy is nothing but a scumbag, and he's probably already trying to figure out another way he can cheat at LSU. People like him doesn't even deserve to be. I'm being serious. I'm dead serious. I'm not joking. This guy, he thumbed his nose at LSU when he did it the first time, and they fired him, and then they go hire him back. It tells you what kind of school LSU is.
Oh, you know what? I never thought about that. That's a great point.
I mean, if you look at the coaches they have there in their 4 major sports,
I
questions.
mean, they're right now LSU. I wouldn't want to touch them. And like I said, I'm ashamed to even know Will Wade's associated with Nashville.
Well, I'm with you, man. Tim, thanks for the call, buddy. I'm all about.
Right,
yeah, that's a good point about
Thanks,
for all
Tim.
that. But again, yeah, let us know what you think about Will Wade not meeting with the team and getting out of town. And again, gutless coward. All right, question of the day is, what's the equivalent of flowers for men? And we got a good one on our text line, and it says, I'm not reading all of it. It says, the male equivalent of receiving flowers. That's easy. It's the 3 B's: beef, bourbon, and on to the next text. There you go.
Who said that one?
That was 5496. Thank you there, baby. 5496 on that. So, all right.
He's not wrong.
2104 says it's simple. It's bourbon. All right.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I was gonna say sports tickets or alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think for flower, yeah, I think bourbon or beer,
Bourbon, beer?
something like that would be the equivalent of that.
Dr. Crane, what's yours, buddy?
I would say a gift card. Gift card would probably be the equivalent.
To wear. I like gift cards. I don't like generic gift cards. It's a gift card to wear for you.
I'd probably say Dick's Sporting Goods, or, and to be honest, Sperry's. Give me a Sperry's gift card.
Sperry's, okay.
Yeah, I want a nice,
Well,
good.
Pogue just left. He probably could have done that.
Man,
I'm sure he's got a bunch in his floorboard. You could have gone and grabbed at his car there.
sure they're not expired.
They might be. You never know. So, yeah, that's our question. 615-737-1025. What's the equivalent of flowers for men? Mine is a very, very cheap bottle of tequila.
Yeah, you do like that.
I'm not the high end. That's great. Gonna do that. But a cheap bottle of tequila makes me very happy.
Derek says golf balls.
That's a good one.
Good.
Yeah.
Lot of for bourbon, a lot for a 6-pack of beer. 0645 says new golf balls or a gambling gift card.
Wait, they have those?
Yeah, for like DraftKings, and I think they do. 3337 says beer or burgers.
Burgers?
Yep.
I'm not going to argue with that.
4312, a Milwaukee power tool. That could be power tools.
What's a Milwaukee power?
It's a brand.
It's a brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can go buy them and you can just drill whatever you want with them.
Okay. All right, then.
Tommy says it may be more expensive than flowers, but cologne. I don't wear a lot of cologne.
Lotion.
Yeah, lotion.
Yeah, I'm a lotion guy, right? I mean, that just smells good. By the way, when our buddy Ricky Merrick told me one night that I smelled really good, it made my night. So thank you, Ricky.
You do smell very nice.
Thank you. Man, I tell you, man, it's more than a show, right? It's a brotherhood, right? Smelling good's important. It's very important.
Very.
9032 says a tomahawk steak. Yeah, I'm with that.
What about a tomahawk missile? That'd be
Could
nice.
use a couple of those right now.
Just put on your wall. What is that? That's a tomahawk missile, man.
1833 says, guys, if my husband were here, he would say tickets to Bristol. That's a good one.
Which is in a couple of weeks.
It's
17?
Yeah. I think that's right.
You know what? I've never been. I went to the UT Virginia Tech football game. I need to go.
You want to go? Night race. We got to do the night race.
In
August?
August?
All right, we'll do
Let's
it.
do this.
I think we need to do that.
I'm on it. I'll set it up.
I
We'll
love
do-
Tennessee.
Well, thank you. I'll get it set. We'll do the show from there.
I love it. I
And
need
we'll go
to go
for the weekend. Saturday night at Bristol. Brother, buckle up. It's a good time.
Good. All right.
Yep.
Again, I mean, you pull up the Bristol, it looks like looking at a massive spaceship at the,
Oh,
in
it's
the mountains.
so awesome. All right. And I'm hesitant to bring this up, but I'm going to bring this up.
All right.
7636 says lingerie. Obviously for her to wear, for you.
But that's not a gift.
I feel like that's like flowers are special, but flowers can have multiple uses.
All right, Dr. Ruth.
I feel like that. I feel like there's different levels of special with that.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
But isn't that buying something for yourself? I mean, I get it.
But it's for you.
It's like buying a driver than telling your wife, look, this is going to improve our relationship. I got a new driver. No, it doesn't work that way. Can't accept that. But thanks for texting in, though.
I mean, look, I don't think there's a wrong answer, but
No.
I just
But
thought
it's
that was
for you. It's a
that was
gift for you.
Well, I mean, there. I'm
I get it. All right.
I'm just gonna.
I get it
We're just
here.
gonna move on. Skylar says beer or whiskey, no doubt. Nevada Josh says a Home Depot gift card. David had a card to some sporting goods store or ammo would be great. If she knows what ammo you like. Yeah, that could work.
Hopefully she does, right? And that's it. Home Depot gift card is that's the idea of something that you go, it's not generic. Nevada Josh, you're correct on that. So I like that. You go in, $100, whatever, and boom.
Justin from Clarksville says, for me, I'm a hat connoisseur, so a hat or cologne.
Okay. By the way, hats have gotten expensive. According to where this
Mike and Lebanon. I have to read these
Yeah,
before I read them.
that's
On. Mike
I
and
totally
Lebanon says,
get it.
Joe, you must try Santo Blanco tequila. It's the best.
Santo. Now, is that bottom level? Because the JoJo's got a budget.
Do you like Patron or
Yeah.
1800 or?
Yeah, but
I don't like to. So I don't know what the top end Casamigos like.
I have no idea.
Phil, if you're listening, what's like the top of the top tequila?
Okay. Corvo's always been the go-to. It's fine. It's good. It gets the job done. So that's fine with me. I'm not a fancy guy at all, man. As you can tell by I wear the same pair of jeans.
You know, this is what I'll say. I love our audience because sometimes you're so predictable, and that I knew we were going to get several answers that I could not read on the air, but we're all the same answer. And if you think hard enough, you know what I'm talking about.
I need to go down and look at this.
Starts with a B. I'll put it that way.
And the Nevada Josh is like me. What's the Milwaukee? Again, explain to Milwaukee. What is it?
It's just a
better than-
brand. It's a brand like DeWalt or
okay. It had no,
like what are the big brands? DeWalt, Cobalt,
Yeah,
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
And there's another Craftsman.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
about it. My dad has every single one of those brands.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
just
and
see
they
them
all
in
do the
garage.
same thing. I mean,
Exactly.
there's-
So it's not homage to Milwaukee. I mean, there's not like a Denver power tool. It's just the brand.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Well, it's also they have the most efficient, I think, when it comes to the battery power. So that's why a lot of people like those.
Let's see.
Thank you, Byron. He says Don Julio 1492 is up there a bit.
1942. Yeah, I've heard that's good.
Is it 1492?
No, it's 1942.
Okay. All right. All right. I'll take it.
Dang it, Phil's not listening, but I'm texting him.
4312. Yes. He says, Big Joe not know what a Milwaukee power tool is. It hurts. Come on, man. I thought better of you. Well, I don't. Then he says he's
Rigid.
changed. Then 4312 says a pair of really good cigars. That's what I want. Yes.
Ooh, cigar. Yeah.
I'll take that all day long.
I'm down. I'm down with that. This is good. 615-737-1025. We'll get to these more as we go along, but the very funny Brad Upton going to join us coming up next here on the show, Chasing Big Joe 1025, The Game. Little Beach Boys bringing us back on the program on this Friday. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. I'm excited to talk to our next guest. He's going to be at the historic Franklin Theater this Sunday with 2 shows at 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And we bring in comedian Brad Upton who joins us on the program now. Brad, how you doing?
Good. It's baseball season started, so I'm excited.
Okay, who's your team?
Mariners,
All
Seattle Mariners.
Okay.
They hit 4 home runs last night and lost 6-4, so they're the Mariners.
Well, you got the Big Thumper, which is a great nickname.
Dumper. Yeah.
Well, that's
it. And we got a shot this year. And you know what? I've been a fan for 50 years, and you know how it is when you're a sports fan. Your heart's been broken so many times. You can't give you all your heart yet.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. We're Titans people here, so we've seen it for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You understand.
Are you a Seahawks fan too?
Yes, sir. And that took us by surprise in Seattle this year.
Yeah.
We did not see that coming.
That very, very cool. So you're coming to the historic Franklin Theater in Franklin, Tennessee this Sunday for 2 shows at 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Have you ever been to Franklin before?
I have not, but I've heard nothing but good things, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a great little small town, and I have a feeling you're going to have a really good crowd.
Yeah, I do too. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm doing this special, and it's going to be a little over an hour long, and Nate Bargatze is the producer, so I am in good hands.
How do you know, how'd you get to know Nate?
I've just gotten, he's got Nate Land, and some of his formats have been on his shows before, and he's just done a lot of nice things for a lot of comics. He doesn't have to do that, and he does. And it's a big deal. And to get him to produce the show is a big deal.
Hey, Brad, Big Joe here. Listen, we got to back up for a second. The Big Dumper, right?
Right.
So you know my college roommate.
Who's that?
The Big Dumper, right? And don't we all have a friend, the Big Dumper, right? I mean, we've got friends that we nicknamed that, right? There you go.
My dad was his original Big Dumper.
Right. I'm sorry. I've never heard that nickname before. It just caught me off guard there. So you understand, you're coming to town, and we're going to talk about your special, and I think you're very, very, very funny. But the heartbreak of being a Mariners fan, you've never been to the World Series, you live and die with the team. I mean, that's why I love guys like you who stick with your team through thick and thin.
I went to the second game in history. I didn't go to the opening night in 1977. It was sold out. I waited too late. So I went the next night when there were 5,800 people in there.
You could pick your seat, right?
Oh, yeah. I bought a cheap one and headed down to the expensive ones.
I got to ask you, were you there in the Kingdome the night that Bo Jackson ran over your Seahawks?
Yes, I was.
No, get out of here.
I was sitting down in the end zone. He ran right towards me.
Holy cow. What a night that was. That was 1987 too, man.
Yeah, and about 2 months earlier, I saw him hit a 500-foot home run in that same dome. And then like 6 weeks later, I saw him just destroy the Seahawks. I was at that ball game.
Oh, that's awesome. Brad Upton is with us. He's at the Franklin Theater. 2 shows on Sunday, 3 and 7. Now, we had Brian Bates on our show Tuesday, and we love Brian.
Yeah, he's great.
He's taping a special this weekend as well. Now, when you tape these specials, do you stop for the camera, or you just go full throttle through both shows and they edit them together?
Yeah. We'll go through both of them. We don't stop anything. And then usually at the end of the 2 of them, you'll tell the crew, I like the second one better than the first one, or vice versa. And sometimes they'll take something out. I mean, if you stumble over something, they can edit them together. But for the most part, there's not a lot of editing going on.
Well, that's good because you're a professional, Brad, and we like professionals.
That's what I'm hoping for. I've got this thing dialed in.
Brad, what was your profession before you got into comedy full time?
I taught 4th graders, and I coached high school track.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
4th graders? Oh, man.
Yep. Well, I've told people entertaining a room full of drunks and a bunch of 10-year-olds is not a big career change. It's the same skill set.
Now, did you still teach while you were pursuing stand-up, or did you just quit altogether and then go full-time?
I had a 2-year overlap there when I first started, and then I was doing both. And then I thought, you know what? I think I can make a living doing this. And I tried to take a year's leave of absence from the school district, and they wouldn't give it to me. And so I said, well, then I quit. So I quit. And that was 40 years ago.
Brad Upton is with us. So you briefly toured with Joan Rivers.
I did.
What was that like?
She was a blast, man. She was a pro too. She was fun. She was sweet as can be. She would take a shot of vodka right before she walked out every night.
That's pretty good. I mean, that calms the nerves, right? I guess.
Yeah, she had that in her rider. She wanted a pint of vodka in the dressing room, and she'd pour a shot. And right before she walked out, bang, knock that back and go out there and put the foot on the floor.
What does Brad Upton drink before? Pineapple juice? What do you got when you go out there?
Yeah, I'm not exciting at all. Maybe a sugar-free Red Bull.
That's pretty good. Tell me about Johnny Mathis. I love Johnny Mathis.
I worked with Johnny for 18 years. I toured with Johnny for 18 years, and the nicest guy in the world. And man, he retired last spring, and he could still sing at 91 years of age. He could still hit the high notes. It was unbelievable.
How long? And this is a very dumb question. I'm famous for dumb questions, Brad. How long did it take you to warm over a Johnny Mathis audience with your comedy?
Well, you know what? It's a good question. It's not a dumb question. It's a good question. The way he would do the show is Johnny would come out and sing for about 40 minutes, and then he would introduce me. And he'd say, I got my friend coming out here, a very funny friend. He's going to come out here and entertain you, and I will be back in a little while. And I would come out and do 25 minutes, and then we'd go to intermission, and then he'd come back out and sing 45 minutes. So I actually went up in the middle of the show, and all those people love Johnny. And so when he says, here's my friend that you're going to like, I walk out, they already like me.
Oh,
it was great. He set the table up great.
That's okay. Do other musical acts do that? I mean, because to me, that's brilliant.
No, nobody. He told me years ago, he said, I always wanted to open the show because I wanted the people to know I was there. Because he said, I went to a concert years ago and the headliner didn't show up and they tore the place apart. He goes, so I wanted them to know I was in the building.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, with my 25-minute set intermission, he had a 45-minute break in the middle of his show.
True. Right. Good point.
Brad Upton is with us again. You can check him out at the Franklin Theater this Sunday at 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Just go to franklintheater.com or bradupton.com to get tickets. If someone has never seen you before and they're coming on Sunday, what should they expect?
You'll see a lot of observational stuff. I'm known as a clean comic, although I'll tiptoe along the lines of slightly naughty, but you can bring the kids if you want. You can bring your parents. And I'll make fun of some millennials and some Gen Z. That's low-hanging fruit to me. And but you'll have a great time. You'll have a great time.
Is doing that. We've talked to a lot of comics about this, but the clean comedy thing, which is great. Is it harder to do if you're completely clean?
Yeah, I think so. And it's not. There's some dirty acts that I think are hysterical, but
sure.
I just don't. That's just not what I do. And I've told people nobody's ever walked out of a show because it was too clean. And when you're watching a clean show, you don't necessarily know you're watching a clean show. You know what I mean? Afterwards, you're like, you know what? That guy didn't curse at all.
That is like a comedian told us years ago, the first rule of comedy, be funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Be funny. That's the number one.
Brad Upton is with us. He's the Franklin Theater this weekend. 2 shows on Sunday, 3 and 7. Now, real quick question. Please tell me Nate Bargatze shows up like Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. He's just a tyrant. Please tell me that. He's the nicest guy in the world, but I need to know that he's a tyrant.
He's the nicest guy in the world. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
But it's you're doing this for Nate Line Entertainment, and you've done it before. And you've gotten tens of millions of views, Brad, on YouTube and all your things. Are you still pinch yourself to see when you got so many people know you and watch your specials?
Oh, absolutely. I'm telling you, I didn't blow up on the internet till year 34 of my career. So I was like, holy, this is no one more surprised than me. I'm like, are you kidding me?
By the way, you're at the Grand Ole Opry on Tuesday, March 31st.
I am. I'm at the Opry, and I got that from some of the videos that blew up online. I contacted the entertainment director. She goes, well, I'm one of the 100 million that have seen you. I'd love to have you. So that is an honor. It's the Opry. Come on. They don't use very many comedians. So to walk out there and stand in that circle is always surreal.
Very good.
Very, very cool. Brad, appreciate the time today. We're excited to have you in Nashville and in the Franklin Theater this Sunday, 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Appreciate it. Good luck, and we'll talk soon.
I appreciate it. I thank you, and the Big Dumper thanks you.
Absolutely. That is Brad Upton joining us here on the program. Again, you can go to bradupton.com or franklintheater.com to get tickets to either show at 3 o'clock or 7 o'clock on Sunday. Really good stuff with him. We'll get back to our question.
Real quick. Who is the Big Dumper that he's talking about?
The Cal Raleigh, the
Oh,
catcher for the Mariners.
okay.
He hit what did he end up hitting last
62.
year? Yeah, like 62 home runs.
That's got to be the most ever for a catcher.
Yes, it was. It didn't beat Aaron Judge's record because he beat Roger Maris's record.
Aaron
Yeah.
Judge ain't a
61.
catcher.
Yeah,
Right,
but that
but
was
for
the
a
race
cat,
last
yeah.
year.
I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, very cool. Appreciate
right.
that. We'll get back to our question and much more coming up next. Chris Sanders at 1 o'clock. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. It's a Beach Boys kind of Friday.
Heck yeah, it
At least
is.
for hour number 1. Then we're going to do something different in hour number 2. That's how we roll.
Thank you for that, because I'm Sunday night, baby.
Oh,
do it.
yeah, that's right.
Do it. Let's do it. Can't wait. Bucket list.
So
item number 2.
You're if you want to divulge where you're going.
No, I'm just going to go see them in Key West Sunday night, and then they have an amphitheater that's on the ocean. The Beach Boys are playing there, and they'll be here in July. But I was like, you know what? I need to see them down there in that environment at night, so I can't wait. So I'm excited for that. You know,
you're going to be off for a little
Monday,
bit next
Tuesday,
week.
Wednesday, yeah, but still in my heart to do all that. Listen, real quick, this is why I love our audience for all day long, but I had no idea what a Milwaukee power tool was. Now I do. Now I'm looking them up, so thank you. And then you guys are all giving me suggestions on tequila, which is fantastic. Coming off, our question of the day is, what's the equivalent for men for flowers? For women love flowers. What's the equivalent for men for all that? And we got so many people weighing on our text line. Thank you every day for making us smile.
Yeah. I'm curious if, so let's say it's a birthday or what do we got coming up? Easter. I'll say a birthday or anniversary. And your wife hands you a present, you open it up, and it's a Titans something. It's new, but it's the new stuff. Like, how are you feeling if that's what you open up right now?
If you're a Titans fan, it's perfect.
But I mean, I think even as a Titans fan that's been kind of disgruntled lately, like it's going to evoke some sort of emotion. I will say, for me, I would probably be like, oh, this is cool. It's the new stuff. And there's excitement with the team right now. So I'd feel a little bit better had it been last year and I've been like, oh.
So what would you like, a hat? I think the new hats are badass.
Yeah. I don't have anything with the new gear yet.
I think
so
it looks great. I think they did an outstanding job of putting on. Titans should be proud of what they did. But getting a hat, something like that's good. But this is deeper, though. I mean, if you've got something equivalent of flowers for men, I mean, if you're happy with the hat, that's fine. But this should have something like deeper with that, like the power tool. That's what we're talking about, or something along those lines. Cigars, tequila. Look, we're men, right? We're pretty stupid. We don't need a lot. Right?
Basically.
We don't need a lot, right? What if I got you a meet and greet with Neil McCoy? Would you like that?
Yeah.
I'll write it down now. Chase and Neil McCoy. All right, buddy.
What was his big song? The Wink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to give him that wink. Bam, bam, second outside.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was kind of Elvis-y there.
Yeah, oh, man. Don't do it. That's an Elvis Free Friday.
We love Elvis.
Was that the first thing he said when they opened the door, right?
Love Elvis.
He opened the door and goes, we love Elvis.
We love Elvis. Everybody loves Elvis. If you don't love Elvis, I don't know what's wrong.
Oh, man, that was great. So
I
good.
have taken him in a fight.
I don't know. You might.
I don't think I'm all that great at impressions, but people have told me my impression with him is getting better and better. And so now but I feel like everybody does it, you know, because it's just an easy one to do.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, who was it we had on? Was it
James Austin Johnson?
James Austin Johnson. And he talked about that you kind of have to, you gotta come up here, then you gotta go down here, and then you gotta come back.
He's great, man.
And it's like when you think about that, I'm like, oh wait, it kind of works.
Well, that's the thing, is that when somebody does an impression so well, like James Austin Johnson does, I don't do it.
Yeah,
Because and there's others on the internet who do a great Trump impression. I don't do it. I mean, just like the Christopher Walken thing, right? We all can do Christopher Walken, but there's some out there that do it so well. It's like like Caliendo. Everything he does is perfect with these impressions.
Yeah.
I mean, when he did the Gruden in front of Gruden as Gruden, you seen that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't tell who's who. And it's fantastic. And the time that Frank Caliendo called John Gruden's assistant because he's picking out candy at the grocery store, it is 5 minutes and the guy thought it was John Gruden calling him. That's the level I'd like to get to with impressions. And those guys are just so good with all that.
Oh man.
Tell you what, man.
I'll tell you what, man.
Mendoza.
I'll never forget, there was a when Tampa Bay did Hard Knocks, and I want to say the coach was who was the guy that was like the offensive guru that everybody wanted? And
is it Raheem Morris? How long?
No, it was after they fired Raheem Morris to hire this guy. He was the OC, and they thought he was going to leave. Glazer thought he was going to leave, and so they fired Raheem Morris to hire him
as head coach.
Yeah,
Bruce Arians.
No.
Byron Leftwich.
No, Tampa Bay.
Liam Cohen.
No, just hang on. Dirk Cutter.
Dirk Cutter. Yeah.
Yep, it was Dirk Cutter. That's who it was. And I'll never forget. They fired Lovey. That's who it was.
From Gilligan's Island?
It was Raheem Morris, then Greg Schiano, then Lovey Smith, then Dirk Cutter, then Bruce Arians. But I'll never forget they were doing Hard Knocks and Gruden had like come to visit and like pokes his head in the team meeting room and is like being Gruden.
Right.
And Dirk Cutter goes, well, tell me you missed football without telling me you missed football. Like something like that. And then it was like a year later or a couple years later, he was back with the Raiders.
Oh man. Yeah. The impression of that is always so good. So these are great. Keep flying in with these, man. 2104 says, he would like subscription to Blue Chew.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
hey, whatever, man. There is no
that actually could work out for both of you. So there you go.
Al says bourbon is the flower equivalent. Good bourbon, that is. So yeah. All right, we got this going out there.
Yeah.
I don't even know what good bourbon is. There's so much bourbon out there.
There's a lot. There's definitely a lot.
Phil, what's the best bourbon?
He'll text me. The Titans, I guess the other day I missed this. They've assigned all the numbers to the new people.
Okay.
Do you care?
I do care.
Okay.
How dare you?
Who would you like to? These are all the free agents.
Alontae Taylor.
Alontae Taylor will wear number 24.
Chris Hope. I dig it.
Yep.
John Franklin Reese Myers.
Franklin Myers will be number 91.
That was Derek Morgan's number. And Jason,
for his, it was.
Jason Jones, I think, was 91 too.
Yep.
I think.
Yep, you're right. Who else?
You got the list, brother. I'm not Kreskin.
Wandale, you want Wandale?
Yeah.
He'll be number 4.
Is there who's another number 4? I don't know any number 4s.
Well, the guy that was here last year, they cut Tyler Lockett. Yeah. Tommy, I know how much you love punters. Tommy Townsend will wear number 3. Aldo Greco.
Who
I think.
Please don't bring up punters anymore on the
Mitch Trubisky will be number 10.
Locker.
Vince.
Jermaine
Johnson will wear number 11.
See,
AJ.
I'm a big fan of defensive ends wearing those numbers.
I am too. I love it. Cardell Flott, the corner, will be 18.
Oh, do we have an 18 before?
Kenny Britt.
Let's hope it turns out a little bit better than that.
Schlottman, the center, will be 51. I don't know why, but something about a center wearing a number in the 50s.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mickey Marvin, I think for the Raiders, had 00 back in the day. Badass.
No. It was
not Mickey Marvin. It wasn't Mickey Marvin.
No,
it was Jim Otto.
Jim Otto.
Thank you. Mickey Marvin's the other guy. Sorry. Yeah, Jim Otto, 00.
Yeah, like whenever I see 00, I think of Jim Otto.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dad loved Jim Otto.
Nice.
Let's see. Other Bellinger, the tight end, is going to be 82. Granson, the other tight end, is going to be 86.
So 82, Delaney Walker.
Yep.
86, Justin McCarrons.
Yeah, good.
All right.
Elliott, the defensive end
from ET.
Elliott. He'll be 95.
90. Was that our buddy from St. Derek Marks?
I think so. No. He was 96.
Was he? I think you're right.
Pretty sure he was 96.
Okay.
95.
Cameron Wembley.
Yeah, and then there was another guy that I was trying to think of from the early days.
95. Joe Salavea?
Yes. No.
Okay. I think it was.
Yep. Yes. He was 95.
Yep.
75 was Benji, right?
Benji.
Yep. Thomas, I forget his first name, is 90.
But this Thomas.
There's a Williams wearing 25, and Tank Williams wore 25.
Who are these guys? They did not give you first names?
They're just the jerseys.
Are the Titans playing
here we go.
trivia with you?
Yeah, hang on. No. If I would read down, I would know. Joshua Williams. Who's a corner. He'll be 25. Tony Adams, a safety, is 38. Mohamed Diabate will be 44. Austin Schlottman will be 51.
Hold on. 44. Is that Troy Fleming when he 44 when he played?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yep. Jacob Martin, the defensive end, 57. Cordell Volson, 73. That was Jake Scott, I think.
Yeah, and Scott Sanderson, I think it was.
Yep.
Jake Scott, yeah.
Austin DeCluis wears 76.
What does he play?
Tackle.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember a 76.
I cannot either right now.
Was Conklin? No, Conklin was 78.
78. Lawan was 77.
Yeah. So there you go.
Michael Stewart.
Who?
Michael Stewart.
David Stewart.
David
David
Stewart.
Stewart?
Sorry.
Yeah, it was 76.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
What was Roos? 71?
71.
Okay.
Jordan Elliott's 95. Malik Herring, 93.
What does he play?
He's a defensive end. Van den Bosch and Carter.
Van den Bosch. Love him.
Yeah. KVB.
With Kevin Carter, I always think about this. What the hell are you doing on the sideline? I'll always remember that. It's the Super Bowl.
I'm tired.
Get back out there.
Oh, Ricky with a deep dive here. Wasn't Jarrett Payton number 4? I think he was.
Yeah.
Because 34 is retired. And I think he wanted to wear 34 for his dad. But
They got 4? Okay.
Yeah. So I think that is right. Good one.
I remember they yelled at Jarrett Payton during practice. He couldn't touch his toes.
Yeah.
And Steve Watterson
He wasn't very good.
lit him up. He's like, what do you mean you can't? You played football in college. You can't touch your toe. I'll never forget that.
Yeah. 615-737-1025. Chris Sanders will join us coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Hour number 2, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. Hope you're having a great day so far. He's Big Joe. I'm Chase McCabe, Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier behind the glass. And one of my favorite times of the week, Chris Sanders, forever Titans wide receiver, and one of the greatest and nicest men I know, joins us now on the program. What's up, Chris?
Man, I am doing good. How much money I owe you? Like $2? I got $5, and they all in quarters. So, man, I appreciate you.
No, you're good.
Appreciate y'all saying that. How y'all brothers doing, man?
We're doing fantastic. I want to start with a hypothetical or philosophical question when it comes to the offense and with the Titans. You look at this receiver group, and I think there's some talent. Don't get me wrong.
It is, yeah.
But it's not the best receiver group in the league. That's just a fair statement. Not a bad statement, but it is what it is.
Yes.
How much can a skilled offensive coordinator like Dable help guys that are not elite of the elite, but to take them to a next level?
I mean, he's got to figure out what guy does whatever he does best. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. If you have Robinson, that's a slot guy. You have Calvin Ridley that's on the inside, and you have Calvin Ridley on the outside. Just put him in position to be successful. And so you have a lot of talent in the room. You got Ayo Manor, you got DK, you got guys that can make plays. But and I know you hate when I go back to 1999, but we had a lot of guys.
No, I was about to, so don't worry about it.
So in 1999, we had a lot of guys. We had Derek Mason, myself. You had Yancey Thigpen. You had, Isaac Burr. All those guys could make plays. So what Coach Steckel did is he put guys in position to make plays. How you do that? Formation-wise. Does he run a comeback better? Does he run a post? Does he run a seam? Does he run choice routes? And put guys in position to be successful. And I think Dave is going to do a great job by doing that because he has a knack by bringing out talent.
Do you think that Heimerdinger kind of built off of that when he took over in 2000?
Yeah, he did. I mean, we had a lot of talent in that room, but just like what he did is he took a guy like Derek Mason. Derek Mason was already a great receiver, but he put him in position to win. What does Derek Mason do well? He runs the choice routes. He runs the seam routes. He runs the dig, and he put him in position to be successful. So now you got a whole bunch of guys in this receiving room. So as an offensive coordinator, as a wide receiver coach, I got to figure out, okay, what does he do well? What does Calvin do well? What does Alec do well? And figure out and put him in the formation-wise and be well. Just like Robinson, who they just got, signing free agent-wise. What does he do? What does he do well? He's not a big guy, so I'm going to put him in slot, in the slot, or put him at the Z receiver to where he doesn't have to get pressed at the line of scrimmage. So those are the things that you can do to get better.
Chris Sanders is with us. How you doing, buddy? How's life?
How you doing, buddy?
Hey,
how you doing, man? You good?
Are we in track season now?
Yes, I am. The track season starts. Actually, we got a track meet next Tuesday and Wednesday, so it's already started, man.
How does it feel working with the best track coach in America and Jan Pippen?
She's phenomenal. Let me tell you something. Last year we won, the state championship, and I'm gonna tell you, we didn't have the talent, we didn't have the guys that were fast, but we were family. I know everybody says that we're family. We work together, this and that. But the expectation, family. Yeah. But we didn't have the talent, but we had the depth to come out and win. Because here's the cool part about it is Jan Pippen always talked about pay attention to details, work hard in practice, bring your spikes, and work hard in practice. All these things. So now we have a guy that was a senior last year, and he came to practice every day. He did his spot. He did all the things right. So now it comes down to the 4x4, and if we take second or third, we win the state championship. He wins. He takes third, and we win, and that's why they're successful.
I went to high school with Jan, so she's a winner.
She's good.
She's a winner.
She is a boss. Yeah, and she, I think she still has the record at McGavick in the hurdle, so she's a boss.
That's right, absolutely. Hey, I've actually got a real question for you once today. When I went from junior college to college, I had learned a lot of good things from my defensive line coach. I go to college. Sure. He teaches me things completely different, and it took a while. All right. So now you got these young guys coming in here, even Wandale Robinson and guys.
Yep.
How long did it take for you to adapt to NFL coaching? Because you had learned a certain way for 3 or 4 years. Now you got to change things. Was it difficult? Was it easy? How did you do it?
It wasn't difficult, but the number one thing you got to do, you may catch 93 balls last year with the Giants, whatever. That's great, but you have to come in here. You have to be coachable, because the thing about it is you may get another guy that may know a better technique on how to lie with your eyes better, how to burst off the cut, how to stack them, all those things you need to know as a receiver. So if you can learn any more input or get any more things to develop your skills, then you're going to get better. So as a veteran guy, you have new guys, you have a new coaching staff, you have an offensive coordinator, you have a different wide receiver coach. The one thing to make this thing successful coming in, you have to be coachable and then really take what you learn in drills and apply it to the game. So that's how you get better and that's how you develop.
So do these guys need to forget what they've got to this point?
See, a lot of things are the same. I mean, the route trees are the same. You run a hitch, you run a go, you run a seven. All those things are great, but there's different coaches that do different things and different techniques. Just like when I had Les Steckel as my wide receiver coach, then I had Coach Stock that was in my receiver coach when I was with The Ohio State University. We ran the same routes, but they were taught differently. He taught me things at the top of the route. He taught me things how to lie with my eyes, how to burst off the cut. So it's not that you relearn things. You just take it and get better at it. It's kind of like having a Lamborghini car and putting some rims on it. You just make the car look better, and that's what you do as a wide receiver.
Look at you. How much are rims on a Lamborghini?
A lot. But see, the Lamborghini's already good, but once you add them tennis shoes, it makes your car better. And that's the same thing with, learning different coaching.
Well, you're going to find me at Budget Break, so that's where I'm going to go for my rims to get over there. Chris Sanders is with us today.
Sure.
All right, so now,
Sure.
you got these guys, the workout's going to start in a few weeks. Like, what does a Wandale Robinson do? I mean, do you get with Dable? And you've already been with, the system, but
yeah.
I mean, do you work out with Cam now? I mean, do you have a text exchange with Cam? How's this working?
1,000%. See, the thing that you want to do is be like, okay, I'm on the team and I know I'm going to make the team, so I don't need to come in and do some stuff. It's not just about lifting weights. It's not just about, going out there and practice. It's about building a relationship with your quarterback, building a relationship with Calvin Ridley and Alec Ayomanor and DK. Build a relationship with them because, if you look at some of the successful teams that won Super Bowls, it's because they have camaraderie. So even though, you establish yourself with the Giants and you caught 93, 94, 95 balls, whatever, but you still have to build a relationship with your quarterback, your tight end, your receivers, and that's how you win. So, that's how you had to do in that situation.
So now that you've kind of seen free agency and all that play out, where are you with the pick at 4? Have you changed your mind on that at all?
No, I'm going with Jeremiah Love. But now if Arvell Reese is there, then I'm going to take him because he's a monster. But you have to have a situation to where you get a guy like Jeremiah Love. I'm not saying Pollard can't do it. I'm not saying that. But you want a home run hitter that takes the pressure off your quarterback. Because if you look at, the Kansas City Chiefs, look at what they did this year. Okay, we got Holmes is coming off an injury. So what do? We go and get, the MVP of the Super Bowl is Walker, the running game, because you can pass the ball great during the season, but when you start getting to December and January, you have to run the football. And I think for Jeremiah Love with this Tennessee Titans team to take the pressure off your quarterback, you have to run the football.
So let's just say for a second they take Love at 4.
Sure.
Tony Pollard could easily look at that and want to trade or want to be released or that. Could it also be the opposite? And it's like, all right, you want to bring this young kid in? Let me show you what old man still can do.
I always say this term is you got two choices to get better. And I'll never forget when they brought Yancey Thigpen in, they drafted Kevin Dyson. I went from first to third, like, man, hey, I made all look, hey, I can play this game still. So instead of me getting mad and get the coaches and get mad at the organization. So what I did is I said this, and I said it to myself, I'm not going against him. I'm going to play so well that they have to play me and put me back in the starting rotation. So this is going to light a fire up in Pollard. Because, like, wait a minute, hold on. I got 1,000 yards this year. I'm averaging 4.2 yards a rush, and I still got 1,000 yards. So don't forget about me. So that's going to push Jeremiah Love, and it's going to help Pollard say, you know what, I'm still here.
Hey, let me a question. When you were playing, did you ever get into it with an opposing coach?
Oh, yes, I did. And oh, my God.
Let us know. I got to know this.
I was a rookie, and we were playing the Minnesota Vikings, and this is bad. This is when I was a knucklehead, and I caught the ball, and the coach was like, "You're out of bounds." And this is sad. I threw the ball at him, and I started cussing him out. That's why I didn't want to say it. This is when I was a knucklehead, and I was just full of myself, and this wasn't a good dude. I threw the ball. I said, "You sorry?" I said, "That's why you're belly fat, and you look like." I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I cussing at him? He can't help me on the field. So I did yell at the opposing coach, and it was from the Minnesota Vikings.
What do you do now? I mean, you've been coaching now for 20 plus years. If your player does that and you find out about it, what do you do?
He's going to get jacked up, period. Because the thing about it is, if you score a touchdown and you're yelling at the coach, and because that's a reflection of the coach. And I tell my receivers, I say, listen, if you go out there and make plays and you do great things, this and that, but your attitude sucks, then your life's going to smell. I don't want that. I want you to be a great man on the field. I want you to be great off the field. Yes, you're going to make mistakes, but we're not going to catch a football and mock another coach, because that's not what we represent. We say that all the time until we get in the heat of battle. But I will jack your behind up. I will grab you by your shoulder pads. I will grab you by your face mask. And I will tell you to say, sit next to me, because that ain't what we do.
Oh, I love that. Let me ask you this. What happens when you're at NBA and you get a knock on your door and you look up and it's a guy that played for you 7 years ago?
Oh, my God.
Who comes by to say hi to you?
Man, I love it. Can I get that story that I talked about last year or last week? I remember it was a guy named Sam Banks. And this is what I talk about being in a relationship with your players. Is I remember we lost in the playoff game, and I hugged him. I said, "Man, why are you crying for?" I said, "You came. Look at how far you come. You got kicked out of Innsworth, and you came here. You graduated from Montgomery Bell Academy." And I hugged him. I said, "You did everything right." And he hugged me. He said, "Coach, I'm not crying because we lost." He says, "I'm crying because you can't coach me anymore." That's what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So when they knock on the door and say, "Coach, thanks for coaching me," that's the reason why I love the coaching. Yeah, I want a ring. Yes, I want to win a Super Bowl. All those things are great, because rings will rust, but relationships last forever.
Look at you.
I love that.
I know we talk about this all the time, but what's the one thing you want a guy who plays for you, who's moved on, what's the one thing you want them to take with them from you?
It doesn't matter how you start, but it's how you finish. Because a lot of times, because in my life, I'm just going to be vulnerable. I made a lot of mistakes in life. I made some bad choices, and I want to take with them that, listen, it doesn't matter how you start in life. It all depends on where you finish at. And this is a quote that I use all the time. It says, "The race is not given to the swift. It's the one that endures to the end." So the kids that I coach, that even though it may get tough and even though you may fall, you get up and win the race. Why? Because the race is not given to the swift. It's given to the one that endures.
Oh, I love that. Before you go, real quick, there was a thing last week on TV about Charles Barkley talking about Tom Izzo screaming and yelling at players and getting in their face. And Barkley's like, good. They need that. And I know you just mentioned, I know there's a level now. It's not the same. You got it. But I think if we stop coaching kids hard and getting in their face, I think that's a problem.
Yep. But see, here's the thing: is if you're coaching them hard to get better, or are you coaching these guys and put fear in them? There's a difference. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: when I'm coaching football, I'm the loudest dude out there. Right. I'm getting in their face, but my message is, I'm expecting you to be great. I'm not gonna cuss you out. I'm not gonna talk about your mom. I'm not gonna do that, because I'm not a dictator. I'm a coach. A coach coaches you up. He demands you to be respected. I'm not talking about, "Hey, little Johnny, I love you. How can I count the ways you're going to be great?" No, I'm like, "Dude, I need you to run this route. I need you to be great. I need you to block the safety." Why? Because I know it's in you. See, my voice is still loud, but my message is different.
Yeah. As a coach told me one time, he said, "The day I stop yelling at you is the day you need to worry." I'm like, oh my God. Okay, got it.
Yeah. But see, we got a generation to where, like, everybody wants to give it to them. Nobody's going to give you anything. I'm going to work. I'm going to develop you to a great wide receiver, but I'm going to pull out greatness in you to where you change the world. That's why I coach.
Amen, brother. That's why we love you, man.
I love y'all too, man. I love this shit. Y'all just bring the best out of me. Oh my gosh, I love y'all.
I love the we love you too, Chris, and we appreciate you joining us here each week and on the show. And
it's an honor.
Yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank y'all so much.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Okay, Chris Sanders joining us on the program, as he does every Friday at 1:00.
By the way, I played a softball game with him, and he hit a dribbler into the outfield and scored inside the park homer. I would have maybe gotten halfway between first and second. He scored. So when he tells you he's not fast anymore, he's forever fast.
Oh, he is. We'll have more coming next. Chasing Big Joe, presented by the Omni, 102.5 The Game.
All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here. 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. Always love talking to Chris Sanders. He's just such a good dude, man. We love him right there. We love Chris Sanders. I did. Say it. Play it.
I love Tennessee. We love Elvis.
By the way, your Cardinals won yesterday. You happy about that?
Love it. Love every bit of it. You want to know why? They're
Why?
a young team. They're on, I guess, not expiring contracts, rookie contracts. They're prove-it deals to me. Hein Bloom, the new GM, is taking care of business.
What did they get for our guy, Sonny Gray?
Nothing. Bag of chips.
Well, they're also, I read they're paying $20 million to the Red Sox to get rid of him.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why can't you do that to me?
Like,
right? You send me down the road to some business and like, we're going to pay him $5 million to get rid of him.
Isn't that called a severance package?
I don't know, but you're paying money. Like, I think the Preds are still paying.
Kyle Turris.
Right? Hell, that guy's been gone since the mid 70s. They're still paying this guy.
I feel like it's what 2009 or something like that.
Something like that.
Crazy.
Aren't they? Didn't they pay Colton Sissons to go away?
Oh yeah.
I don't understand all that. I would listen if you'd like to. Look, I tell people all the time. You want to shut me up? Go to therapy. You also want to double shut me up? Pay me to go away. I'll be glad to go away and do all that.
The reason why the Cardinals are doing all that, Joe, is because they know the lockout is imminent. Like it's going to come next year. So they're trying to offload everybody off the books. So they're under the cap, whatever they set it at.
Right.
And they can just start fresh.
I have read into the lockout and things, and majority of people think there's no baseball next year.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's getting to the point where it's probably going to be no baseball at all.
This is a stupid question. Do the Sound still play next year?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's what I would assume. I mean, unless they say all of baseball, because
doesn't Major League Baseball own the minor leagues now, or most of it?
MILB, minor league, yeah.
Right. You want to lose fans? Do that for a whole year. Dude, the billionaire bickering, you're going to lose fans.
Here's the issue. I don't see Major League Baseball saying we're going to do a lockout next year if they're going to have Las Vegas be a new destination spot for the Athletics. Like that, apparently that stadium will be ready in 2027.
Okay, but we're talking, it is 27.
Yeah.
Where the hell am I? What year am I in?
I told this to Jake and Connor. My years don't mesh together anymore. It's my decades mesh together.
You're young.
Oh, trust me.
Have you turned 20 yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 7 years ago.
All right, just checking. I'm an old man. I'm down the sunset to whatever they call that. I'm an old man.
Riding off in the sunset?
I'm riding off in the sunset because I love Elvis.
We love Elvis.
Sorry. There's probably 4 people laughing at that, and 3 are in this room right now to do all that. So, all right, other update. You're a baseball guy. Wait, hold on. Before all that, how's Nashville SC?
Nashville SC is great. They're on a international break this week. 6 Nashville SC players are playing for their respective countries, so that's always a good thing. They resume play next week on the 4th, taking on the Chicago Fire, I believe.
Is that here?
That's away.
Away, okay.
Yeah. So then they play April the 7th against Club America for the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
Is that here?
Yep, that is here. The
All
first leg. Second leg is in Mexico.
So here's my problem. All right, I got a problem with this, and I'll tell you after the break.
Okay.
All right, this is the Chase and Big Joe show right here, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. We'll be able to hear from you 615-737-1025, right here, 1025 The Game. Yeah. Welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. Our question of the day is, and a lot of responses, keep them coming in. What is a gift that is the equivalent of flowers for men? What is a gift that is the equivalent of flowers for men? 615-737-1025. Call or text. We'd love to hear from you. Again, what is a gift that is the equivalent of flowers for men? Text in. We'll read those on our text line right now. Now, Dr. Crane, on Nashville SC, I got a problem. Okay, you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
All right, they're hot. That team is hot, smoking, playing great. I got a problem with this international stuff, right? I want you to keep playing, right? But soccer's a weird, different thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little different. I mean, the players that are going for international duty, I mean, they're all young players. I think out of the 6 that are on international duty, 2 of them are consistent starters. You could say 3. Reed Baker Whiting is on the fringe, but all those players minus I'd say Woobens Pacious and
Who?
Woobens
Woobens?
Woobens.
I like. Okay, I like
He's
this.
Haitian international. So then you also have the Socceroo himself, Patrick Yazbek. He's a little older than 22. So Australian. They call him Socceroos.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's that. But no, he's on international duty for Australia. Warren Madrigal is a young player that's 21 years old. He's a consistent starter now.
We're going to rename him to the singer. Aren't Madrigal singers?
Yeah.
So he's the singer. Okay. All right.
You could do that.
I'm giving nicknames to all these guys. Keep going.
Then your defenders, Reed Baker Whiting and
He's got 3 names, serial killer.
Thomas Williams is the other defender.
Oh,
They're both playing for U21, the U.S. men's national.
Okay.
So they're all young players getting valuable minutes at the international level. And that's the key thing about BJ Callahan is he's a developmental style coach. Even though he has a very strict rules of just learning the system, knowing the system, and just playing his style.
Okay.
Those younger players are quick enough to learn it, and they take it to the international level, and they develop that way. Last season, we saw a guy in Matthew Corcoran who was, a young talent, pretty raw when it comes to talent for the most part, but then transcended into being a true box-to-box midfielder. And now this year he shows up, and he's playing out of his mind.
So, what's Hani Mukhtar doing right now?
I mean, all the consistent guys that are not on international duty, they are probably still staying here and training all week.
So majority of the Nashville SC guys are still here.
Yeah, they're still going to resume, training for the most part.
Because I'd hate it if he went wherever he's from, played for the team, and blew his knee out.
No, and
I'd be a little upset.
You may look at this as a negative thing. I look at this as a positive thing. It's almost equating to like a bye week in the NFL. Like you play 4, 5, 6 games, and you're like, you know what? The bye week's coming up. I look at this as like a mini bye.
Well, okay, but Cam Ward's not going back to Miami to play for the Hurricanes for a weekend.
Right. But yes, some of those guys that go on international duty, they have to go play for their respective countries, whatever it may be. Normally when they play, and luckily for Nashville, Chicago is not the best of teams, quality of teams in MLS. So they can rotate a new starting 11 out there where they don't have to start Madrigal. They don't have to start Yazbek. They probably won't start Reed Baker Whiting. Thomas Williams has yet to really make any MLS appearances for this club. The third string goalkeeper is playing for the Dominican Republic. He won't see any time. So you're not missing valuable minutes for some of these guys.
How's our milkman, the dude?
Great. Yeah.
What's his name again?
Jack Mayer. He's doing fantastic.
The milkman. Yeah. Okay. I like that. All right. We'll do that. And that's the deal. I've told you folks before, I'm a 100% bandwagon guy when it comes to teams around here. If Nashville SC is making this run, and Dr. Crane thinks they're going to make a nice little run throughout the summer, the fall, into the playoffs, I'm on the bandwagon. I have no shame of hopping on a bandwagon. Now, I'm not going to hop on like a Yankees bandwagon or a Dodgers bandwagon, none of that nonsense. But if the Miami Marlins get good, I'm hopping on that bandwagon.
Well, see,
if Arizona Cardinals get good, I'm hopping on that bandwagon.
For the Nashville SC's sake, they have a really good chance now because they knocked out Inter Miami that they can pursue a CONCACAF Champions Cup trophy. And the beauty about winning in each round, from the knowledge that I've gathered online, you get $100,000 towards the club, unless that number has changed. But the overall purse, the prize money, is $5 million. So that's huge for the club. It's huge for exposure, brand exposure. It's huge for transfer market exposure because everybody knows, well, for the majority of the part, if you're a big soccer fan, after the World Cup, that is the most I'd say energetic the transfer market is. Transfer market meaning like trade values for players.
Okay.
That's the most you'll ever see. Seriously.
So this team's got a chance.
Yeah. A chance at CONCACAF Champions Cup. A chance.
See, don't hate me again. Do I not? Why do I need to care about MLS more championship than CONCACAF or what?
CONCACAF Champions Cup is the global like championship for this club. You want them to win that.
Okay.
Because that brings more eyeballs to Nashville.
Is that more? I don't mean to put you on the spot. Is that more important than MLS? Or is it different?
I hate to say that it's different, but it kind of is. Because yes, don't get me wrong. It is extremely important to win your league. That is great. But to be frank with you, I'd say it's a little more
Name's
important.
Joe, by the way.
Sorry, it is National Joe Day.
Okay.
Now, I will say I think the CONCACAF Champions Cup is important for Nashville to win.
Okay.
But MLS trophy is always still important as well.
All right, let's
it's
go.
Equally as balanced.
Thank you. That's why you know this stuff and I don't know. So are you okay with me jumping on the bandwagon to come July, August?
Hop on. I'm
Okay.
on. Dude, I started the Nashville Predators bandwagon in November, and now people are starting to hop on.
Okay. All right, I get this. All right, so I'm going to hop on the bandwagon. So don't get mad when I come in dressed as Tempo one day.
That's okay. Look, I have multiple keys to different cars because I've started the Preds bandwagon, Nashville SC bandwagon, the Cardinals. Connor and I are conductors of both of that, but the Cardinals bandwagon, I mean, we're wagging around here.
I like it. All right, let's go to our phone line and bring in 615-737-1025. Our good friend Kenny the Mailman. Kenny, good afternoon, my brother. How are we?
Joe Dubin, how you doing, old friend?
I'm doing well, sir.
Before I talk to you a second, I wanted on your celebrity birthday today is my good friend's birthday, Tim Shaw.
Yes, that's right. Tim Shaw's birthday.
He's 42 and he played for the Titans, and I don't know if a lot of people know or not, he's battling ALS, and he is the greatest encourager, most upbeat person you'll ever meet. Just Google his name on his videos, and you will have a better day watching videos from Tim Shaw.
Amen.
No
He is a blessing to our committee and all that have come in contact with him. You're absolutely right on that.
He will not pass me without stopping and typing out a little encouraging note or something. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know.
Oh, I'm sure.
Now, something that is scary for people. I don't know if a lot of people know how scary it is to have someone alive that can imitate you and say anything they can about you, and people will believe it.
Uh-oh.
That is a bad feeling. There's someone that does that to me. Do you know who that is?
It's probably that guy that lives in Donaldson that nobody likes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's you. You've actually stopped radio shows interviewing me.
I called in one day to George Plaster and spoke for 10 minutes imitating you, and he and Willie and I forget who else had no idea that it was not you.
I know. And about a month, I told you this, about a month after that, someone called imitating me on my answering machine, told Babette that I'd won a $50 gift card to the Bellmead Crystal to load the kids up and come to Nashville.
That was not me, but I love that.
She had them in the car and got to thinking, why would I drive to Nashville for a Crystal? It was almost the perfect joke. And when I got, she was mad, and I said, "Baby, it wasn't me." We played the answer machine. I went, "That is me," but I promised Baby I didn't call.
Oh, that's
we thought
great.
it was you for years. She was actually mad at you for years, and then you sworn up and down it's not you.
Not me.
There's still a voice bandit somewhere that almost pulled the ultimate trick out.
Well,
So,
tell me that you took your lovely wife eventually to Crystal, did you not?
I didn't have a gift card there. We had to settle for someplace else.
I'll give you $2. You get 7 of them. That's all right. Just come by one day and I'll give you that money for you.
Well, you keep up the imitations, learn other people instead of me, and I'd appreciate that more than you'll ever know.
All right, you have yourself a
I'm
good
a
day,
bit-
Kenny. Okay, we'll talk. Okay, have a good day now.
Yeah, I did. I got to thank you, Kenny. Love you, man. I got 10 minutes on Plaster and them, and Plaster was like, "Oh, hold on a second." I'm like,
Hey, George, just to answer the question before you get slapped.
so that went on for. It was a great day, man. It was a great day. I hung up because I couldn't stop laughing, and then the radio was like 50 seconds behind, and I got to hear it, and so it's one of those moments where you just have a good time.
You must have had a really good lunch that day.
I did. Now he's got me wanting Crystal. Damn you, Kenny.
We all know what happens with Crystal.
What's that, buddy?
You eat it, and then
It's
it
the
just.
best. You better end it right there.
Well, I hope it ended right there.
The Crystal off Lebanon Road in Donaldson, back in my days when I was out till 5 a.m, that Crystal got a lot of my money. A lot of my money. Me and the coach would stop there coming back from downtown and eat Crystals because it was open 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. We've all been there. And if you say you haven't, you're lying to yourself. All right, we'll take another break. We'll come back. Again, our question today is, let's get this out. We got a lot of response. We'll read that. 615-737-1025. What is a gift that is the equivalent of flowers for men? We want to hear from you. 615-737-1025. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 1025 The Game. All right, welcome back into the Chase and Big Joe show on this beautiful Friday. Hey, this weekend, do something for yourself, right? It's not selfish, it's deserving. I don't care what it is. Go out and do something for yourself this weekend. You deserve it. We love you guys. Back to our phone. Let's go to Mac in Waverly. Mac, good afternoon. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, Joe. It's so nice to be able to talk to you. I enjoy your show every day. I drive a truck around town, and this is the segment that I love. But I wanted to go to Kenny the mailman. When he was on, do you guys ever think that he sounds like the fella from Houston, John McClain? Do you think his voice is similar to his? It really tickles me to listen to him and his insight. I really enjoy that.
Well, we'll have to get Kenny eating on the phone one day to compare him to John. So we'll have to figure that out. One day John was on eating, and it was just Nick and I laughed for 15 minutes about that. And so but no, I don't think, no. Kenny is Kenny. He's different.
I really enjoy when you guys answer the phone when he's on. But John McClain, all of your guests, I just enjoy your show so much and your encouragement every day. And thank you so much.
Yeah, Mac, we love you, man. Thank you for the kind words. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, buddy.
All right,
Thank
see you, man. All right, our question today is, what's the equivalent of flowers for men? Mike Organ says it's steroids. Mike Organ, yeah.
Of course,
Mike
he
Organ
would say that.
I got to go to an event tonight with Mike Organ, and I don't want him sitting next to me, so I've told the organizer that Mike has cooties. So they're going to sit him in a separate room.
He's like a ball of muscle.
Yeah, right? He's not going to be nowhere near us tonight. 5298 says, Dr. Crane, outstanding work on the National Soccer Club segment. Thank you. I don't know anything about soccer, so I will always default to you because you know everything. You've even got a podcast.
Well, thank you. Yes, the Talking Calcio podcast you can find on the Game Nashville Sports Network. You will be able to hear Saturday morning here on these airwaves from 6 a.m. to 7.
I like it. Byron sent in a picture of White Castle and says, Joe, I'm already regretting the lunch choice.
I do have to ask you, Joe, what's the difference between White Castle and Crystal?
You're going to hate me. I've never been to White Castle in my life.
Really?
Never. And this is not anything on White Castle. I just never been. I'd always gone to Crystal.
I mean, they're the same type of burger. They're square, right?
You will watch your mouth.
You can't say anything. You've never had White Castle.
All right. Your pizza is like my neighbor's pizza down the street.
That makes sense.
You're right. Your pizza's much better, right?
Yes, thank you.
I know that. Are there any Crystals around anymore?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
There's one over under the bridge by the, whatchamacallit. If you go through this four-way intersection by the
by
station.
the bridge, whatchamacallit.
Sorry. The four-way intersection over here off Murfreesboro Pike. If you go all the way through, there is a Crystal underneath the bridge.
There's a Crystal under a bridge.
Not under
Is
the
it
bridge.
a Hobbit?
No. It's by the bridge. Like if you go under the bridge, it's probably the third building to the left.
Down on Murfreesboro Road towards town?
I believe so, yeah. I remember going down there a couple of times because we had, some work events. I drove down that direction.
I think you're wrong.
Wow.
I don't ever remember seeing a Crystal down there.
I
don't. My Crystal in Donaldson's forever gone. Forever, it's replaced by something from Canada, which I'm not going to mention their name.
Now I know on Thompson Lane there's a White Castle on the corner.
Buddy, what did I just tell you? This is this is all about Crystal, man. I don't know where there's any around anymore. Is there one in Murphy? I think there's one in Murfreesboro, maybe.
There's one in Murfreesboro when I was out. Oh, that was a couple years ago. That was 2022, so it's 4 years ago. I mean, it could be gone by now. There's a lot of stuff changing in Nashville.
3464 says beef jerky is a good equivalent for flowers for men.
That's a pretty good one.
It's expensive though, right?
I mean, if you get the right one.
It is. Let's see what else we got here.
Now, you like the beef jerky sticks or the beef jerky little like in the bag?
I don't know, man. 4987 says golf balls or flowers for men. I could see that. I don't golf them. I don't have 8 hours to spend on a golf course.
Joe, have you ever got a lighter and got like a beef jerky stick and just lit it up at the very end?
Pardon?
Well, I'm just saying it's like you're like burning the meat on the beef stick and you can eat it. It's like eating like a cooked burger or something. It's pretty good.
Need I remind you, from noon to 3, family show.
It is. It's called the backyard barbecue. That's what they call it.
7829 says cologne. What's the best cologne? This should be a question of the day. What's your best cologne?
Like probably Jimmy Choo or something.
Jimmy Choo?
Yeah, or
Okay.
Versace.
Versace sounds good. Target's got .01 Longfellow cologne. I think it's the name of it. I got some in my bag over. It's the best. Is the absolute best. Who else we got here? A question of the day. Let's see here. Jeff says bourbon's the number one choice. Bourbon's flying in at number one. Bourbon is out. Another one says Dale says bourbon as well. Bourbon and golf balls. We got those that are going in there. Chris in Lewisburg for Dr. Crane. I'm a lifelong Cardinals fan, and they've been horrible for years. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's accurate. I mean, since about 2017-ish. I mean, they fell off after 2011, but when Matheny took them over, yeah, it was bad. They were basically Matheny was given a world championship team from La Russa that he did not do anything with. So
okay,
yeah,
all right,
gone downhill, but they're up on the upswing now.
Hey, one game at a time.
Exactly.
4472. Thank you. Crystal on Church Street in the Borough. Joe, it's barely hanging on. Now, what does that mean? It's still there, right?
Still open.
You're showing up, getting the job done.
By the way, my father texted me and said it's now a Subway. The one I referred to down here off Murfreesboro Pike.
Yeah.
It's now a Subway.
See.
I was right. Technically.
No, you weren't. It's not. I mean, years ago. I mean, but it's not now. Caleb and Gallatin says, not sure if it's been said, but a 6-pack of beer is a good one. Thank you, Caleb and Gallatin.
Also, Tim on our phone just called in to pass along to you the difference between White Castle and Crystal. One has mustard, one does not.
But so I guess Crystal's got mustard. So I guess White Castle doesn't. 7829 says, hey, man, burning the meat is wild. You take a lighter to beef jerky?
Yeah, so you take a bite of it and then you burn the end of it so you can actually cook the meat inside of it to char it.
I need to you saw the movie The Truman Show, right? Did you see Jim Carrey?
Yeah, with Jim Carrey.
We need to follow you around for like a week.
Okay.
I've never heard of this in my life.
I've done it once before, but it was when I was like a kid and I was playing like travel baseball. So like that was the snack. Like you don't want to eat a cold jerky stick. Like it was just saying. It's not tasteful.
Before we go to the break, 8771 says PacSun has a cologne called Blue Rush. It is awesome. We're going to write this down here. All right. Thank you so much. All right. We'll take a break. 2:00 hour. Your favorite cologne. Call in 615-737-1025. 2:30. Sean Henry will join us. 2:45. Celebrity birthdays. We're off and running today. Right here at 1025 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. All right, welcome into the third and final hour of the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game. 2:30, Sean Henry from the Nashville Predators will join us. And then 3 o'clock DVD, a real show. Got you this afternoon on your way home. As we said earlier, do something for yourself this week. It's not selfish. It is deserving to go out and do that. So I love our show. Chase had to step out for a moment. How things just kind of take a life of their own. And we're trying to find out where all the crystals are. You guys are great letting us know. Sean, thank you. Let me know there's a crystal attached to a gas station in Franklin. There's one attached to a gas station in Smyrna. So crystal's still hanging around, right? I mean, still there, getting it done. And of course, our question today is what's a gift for men that's the equivalent of flowers, bourbon, golf balls, 6-pack of beer, and a gift card to Home Depot or Lowe's is leading the way right now. We discovered on our show today, I found out what a Milwaukee power tool was.
Proud of you.
Thank you. I had no idea that existed.
I mean, look, if you need to drill something in some wood or some, get a bunch of wood screws and just put it right through, you just got to use Milwaukee.
So then we ask about, for some reason, we got on cologne, right? And then we got all these cologne. Gino says, Spice Bomb, Night Vision by Victor Rolf. You heard this?
No.
I need to write it. Most compliments from both sides of the aisle. Now, I like that. So Spice Bomb. If I look that up, Victor, and it's something not safe for work, I will come find you. Gino, thank you. Victor Rolf on that. Okay. 2459 says Prada Sport. That cologne smells amazing.
Prada
Sport.
I thought Prada was like a clothing brand / like purse brand.
Evidently, they make cologne. I did not know that. What was your go-to cologne in high school?
You're just gonna look at me and be like, "Oh my!"
I do that anyway.
Axe. Yeah, it wasn't even cologne. It was just straight, just deodorant. It was Axe spray.
Oh my Lord!
There was no cologne.
I had a list of 1 to 50. That's not on the list.
Yeah, there was no cologne used in high school because I was just playing football all the time. It was just sprayed up with Axe. That was about it.
And you're owning up to that, which I love.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to.
Man, for us in the mid 80s, it was Polo. I mean, I drowned myself in Polo. Drakkar came a little bit later in the 80s, but Polo was the one that got all the ladies knocking on the door.
When I was forced to go to homecoming and prom, I did
forced.
Yes, forced.
Okay.
Yep, I was forced to. So yeah, I did wear that Polo. But other than that, at school every day it was all Axe.
Like, what do you think your dad's a little bit older than me. What do you think his go-to was?
Back in the day?
Yeah.
I would probably say Polo. Ralph.
I bet your dad wore Stetson. If he's listening, he'll text in. I bet your dad wore Stetson.
You know what my dad looks like too. Yeah.
Stetson got popping the collar, got the perm going.
Used to have a mullet.
Cheesy mustache. I mean, that's everybody. That's mid 80s look for all of us back then.
You're right.
Had all that was going on. Let's see. We got some more that coming in here. Let's see. Byron says, I did Cool Water in college before Snoop rapped about it. Do you know what Cool Water is?
I believe that's a type of cologne.
Okay. But I mean, have you ever smelled it?
No. Does it smell like Cool Water?
I hope it does. I don't know. Joy from Bellevue. There's one attached, a crystal. There's one attached to a gas station in Dixon, and there's one in Belle Meade. Hold on. I don't have a crystal in Donaldson, but you rich people got one in Belle Meade? This is unacceptable in my life.
Money talks.
This is unacceptable that I don't have a crystal in Donaldson, but you got one in Belle Meade. All right, Joe, I need a physical address for this one in Belle Meade. I don't think there's one in Belle Meade.
If there is, it's definitely tucked away.
Let's see. We got your dad wore Brute. 1791 says Brute. Your dad's a Brute guy.
That's not my dad's last four.
No, I'm saying some guys.
Okay. That's not my dad.
Yeah, your dad's texting in anonymously to the text line to let us know. 2459 says Colonial High School was Polo and Cool Water. How do I not remember Cool Water?
I've never heard of Cool Water.
I bet Mr. Frazier has. Cool Water was big in high school for Cologne. We got a lot of Cool Waters. All right, I'll have to go check out Cool Water now.
So when you went to your prom, Joe, over at McGavick or homecoming, could you just smell the odor of cologne?
Let's have a little more emphatic tone on McGavick, not just throw it at McGavick.
Sorry, McGavick.
There,
The elegant McGavick High School.
we were in anything but elegant. I need some more like passion, like McGavick, you know.
McGavick
Okay.
High School, yes.
Yeah, we all wore that nonsense. It was disgusting. And then football, locker rooms, we'd all spray. We didn't have Axe, you know, when I played, but it was, we all had cologne, Stetson, Polo. I'm leaving some out that we had in high school that after a game on a Friday night, we'd all go to Mr. Gaddy's Pizza in Donaldson and we just smelled like cologne. It was like walking in Abercrombie and Fitch. It was that bad. We all smelled that bad. But cologne. I mean, it didn't smell bad, but we all had that same
Scent.
aroma. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody had that. And now it's evolved to body spray and lotions and everything like that goes on, which is fine.
I think lotions are a great alternative to cologne if you can't wear it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because there's some people that have the allergy to the skin or whatever.
Yep. And you put the lotion in the bucket from Silence of the Lambs. I forget how the whole thing goes.
Yeah.
It's put in there. Anything going on in the sports world today?
Yeah, Vanderbilt is currently underway with Notre Dame. They were trailing after the first, so we'll see. They just went to commercial break.
Oh, is this game on TV?
It is. It's on ESPN. You can also listen to the radio broadcast on 94.9 The Fan with ours. True.
Why are you not? Why am I just now finding this out?
Are you? It's
The
on
Vanderbilt women. I need them to beat Notre Dame by 100.
It's on the Game Center updates. You can listen to Jake Lyman right now on the call on 94.9 The Fan.
All right. So what's the Vanderbilt women? We need to be talking more about this.
Yeah, they're ESPN right now. They are playing Notre Dame.
You don't know the score at all.
It's coming back from commercial.
All right.
But last time I checked, they were trailing.
All right. And they're playing down in Fort Worth.
That's correct. Fort Worth.
And there's Jake. I see Jake on Radio Row. There he is. All right. Come on. Give us a score here. Again, 94.9 has the Vanderbilt women playing right now. And put the score up. Goodness. 19-11.
About to be 21-11.
All right. They stole the inbound.
But Caleb Lakes is having a little bit of a rough start to the game. So that might, oh boy.
Do you think, look, after watching like the Purdue Texas game last night, going down to the wire and other things that happened, I think a college basketball coach is the most stressful coaching job there is.
We actually have had this as a good question on Saturdays. What is the least important coach in all of sport? And I think we both said,
what the hell? That's completely different from what I just asked.
Well, it's the opposite, but like we said, NBA basketball coach is like the least important.
100%.
But the most important, I guess, most chaotic, maybe college basketball. I'd say it's up there.
I mean, watching Mark Byington coach in that last against Nebraska and just the stress.
Yeah.
That these college coaches, it happened last night with the Purdue Texas game. Hoiberg with his big mistake last night that he had.
Yeah.
Seeing how he was just, the stress of all that.
Also, in that Purdue Texas game, when it went down to the wire, Texas, when they drove in and got the M1, what is Purdue thinking? Like they were up 3 points. Just let them score a 2-point basket and inbound it. Like,
was that 3 points?
Yeah, it was an M1.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Okay.
But they ended up still losing. But that just frustrated me. Like, if you're a good basketball player, don't let that happen.
No, and that's the thing is that, again, I mean, the Purdue coach, Chad Payne, I mean, the stress of all that. You look at Pitino. I know Pitino's in his 70s, but how many games has he been through where, and this is any college or a high school basketball coach, NBA is different, high school, but college is just the complete stress. All right, since we turn on the Vandy women,
they've had 3 consecutive turnovers. So it's now 23-11 Notre Dame with 6 to go in the second.
I need Vandy to beat Notre Dame by 100. All right, we got 23-13 now to do this. It's still early.
I give it some time.
6 minutes in the second quarter.
What's the text line saying, Joe, about some crystals? I'm curious.
Are you trying this you conversation's going nowhere? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm just asking. I'm curious to know if there's more Crystals or White Castle people in here.
Well, they're all flying in now. 5276 says there's a Crystal Dickerson Road in East Trinity Lane in East Nashville. I did not know that.
Bless you.
I dropped my pen. That's okay. Dickerson Road, East Trinity Lane, Crystal in East Nashville. 1791 says 2 Crystals on Charlotte Pike. That's not on your neck of the woods, is it?
No.
Scott in Shelbyville says Brute by Fabergé was that's your dad's cologne.
I had a relative that just texted in. It said that my father wore Dracar.
Dracar.
I don't know.
Dracar,
It
yes.
was misspelled.
Dracar is the best, worst smelling cologne of all time. Everybody that's over 40 years old that works in this building has had your car at one time. I guarantee Willie Donick had your car. I guarantee Derek Mason had. They'll deny it. They'll deny it all day long. But those two dudes are in their 50s. They've had your car.
They'll be in studio today. You can ask them.
They've had it. 7771. Thank you. From it puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again. Put the lotion in the basket from Science of the Lambs. Thank you so much. Seven. See, I tell you, our text line, you guys are brilliant. We are nothing without you guys. 1847. The Springfield Crystal is the GOAT.
Why is that?
Yeah. 1847. Why is the Springfield Crystal the GOAT?
They give you extra fries. They give you an extra patty on one burger.
Man,
like,
see, now I am craving Crystal like nonstop.
yeah, I would like to eat a nice burger today.
Well, that's not Crystal, but that's okay. Have you had a Crystal?
Yeah, the little small burgers. Yeah.
Burgers.
What do you call them?
nice.
Sliders?
No, that's even worse. That's a hippie word. Get that slider. Nobody used the word sliders back in the 80s and 90s.
Sorry, a miniature appetizer.
It's a Crystal burger, but it's not really a burger's big. A burger is like you going 1 from 10 for the free throw line and say, you tried. You know, that's what a burger is there. There's a Crystal in Franklin, Columbia, and Lawrenceburg. Thank you, 0248. This is fantastic. 3337 says, high karate we put on after we shave back in the day. Do you have shaving lotion or do you dry shave?
No, I use shaving cream.
All right, I dry shave.
Oh boy.
In the shower.
You, sir, are a gremlin.
I am, right? I mean, I am the landman could be about me.
It really could. If only,
Is Chase coming back today? Do we need to know? All right, we'll take a break. The Vandy women, they're down 25-13. Look, they still got time. As they said, it's not over till it's over. Bluktarski told us in Animal House. We'll take a break. Let us know how you're doing today. 615-737-1025. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 1025 The Game. Hey guys, Big Joe here. Listen, we love to have a lot of fun on the show, but at the end of the day, we care about you guys and getting help. If you're going through anything that's difficult, you got a dark cloud or your journey just feels sometimes it's rough, we got you covered. We're going to tell you how much we love you. And I'm also going to tell you that you need to go to therapy. Therapy changed my life, and I want the same for you. And listen, you don't have to go through any of this alone. You don't have to. That's why we're so honored to be partnering with UnityCares.com. UnityCares.com has one goal: to get you back living the life you deserve. If you're unsure about where to start and what to do, let's go to the website, UnityCares.com. Once you get to the landing page, everything you need to know is right there. Where to begin, what to do, everything is there for you to get better. Listen, I tell you all the time, it's private, it's secure, it's confidential. Nobody needs to know that you're doing it. Also, they offer telehealth. They have everything for you right there on the page, UnityCares.com. And we say all the time, we love you guys. You don't have to go through this alone. And look, you need to live the life you so deserve. And I get there are rough days. I get there are potholes along the journey. But that's why we got people here to help us through this. And again, if you've got a loved one who's struggling, you notice they're struggling, again, go to UnityCares.com. Everything you need to know how to begin getting therapy is right there for you. Their main goal, their only goal is to get you back living the life you absolutely deserve. You want to shut me up? Go to therapy. I'm going to tell you that every day. I'm going to tell you how beautiful you are, how much we love you, and you need to go to therapy. Again, it all begins at UnityCares.com. Again, that's UnityCares.com. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5. The game brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. David Vincent. David, thank you. There is not a Crystal in Belmead. There's one on Charlotte Pike in West Nashville. Rich people don't eat Crystal. They don't.
Sure about that?
They don't. The rich people aren't going to a Crystal in Belmead. So thank you, David. One on Charlotte Pike in West Nashville. Real quick, Dr. Crane. For some reason, I've been for years subscribed to this LinkedIn job list. And there's a job that came through that says matches my preferences. The job, Director of Marketing Communications. Do you know where it is? Father Ryan High School.
Interesting.
So I'm putting you down to apply for Director of Marketing and Communications at your alma mater.
Thank you.
And we're going to put Jim Wyatt as a reference.
Okay.
Who else we got?
Lou Graham.
Lou Graham.
There you go.
Mike Mammarelli. You know him?
I do know the Mammarellis. Yeah.
Yep. By the way, I put him on his butt in a football game one time.
Did you?
Took honor at that. Who else? We need 4. So we got Mike Mammarelli, we got Jim Wyatt, Lou Graham, and then what's the dude play for the Patriots?
Jawan Williams.
Jawan Williams.
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
Okay. So there you go. So congratulations on your new job as Director of Marketing and Communications at Father Ryan.
Thanks. They're gonna love it when I walk in. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Mr. Frazier, back again. You'll be known. You'll be loved."
Yeah, well done. Which means, you know who else loves Tennessee?
I love Tennessee. We love Elvis. Could I have taken him in a fight?
I don't know. You might.
We love Elvis.
Oh my gosh, that is so great, man. Thank you for all that.
Well, that's good to know. Thanks for saying that out loud on the airwaves, Joe.
You're welcome, buddy. Gino says, Joe, I'm curious, in high school, did you do cold lunches? If so, when eating a sandwich, did you ever open the sandwich and stuff chips in the middle for crunch? Heck yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, still do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do a Subway like a chicken teriyaki, and I'll put Doritos in the middle of all that. Are you listening with me?
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I was watching the Vandy game. They're heating up.
What's the score now, buddy?
27-25.
It was 25-13 not long ago, and now it's 27-25. Notre Dame leading Vanderbilt. The minute 30 left in the first half. And again, I need Vandy. Oh, yeah. I need Vandy to beat Notre Dame by 70.
Okay. You're just not a big Notre Dame fan.
Byron says, I prefer the burger and fries from White Castle with that chili pup and corn pup from Crystal. Helps balance it out in the competition.
Interesting.
So I've never been to White Castle. Maybe I'll have to go one day.
I mean, White Castle's pretty darn good. I mean, when I had football practice over down the street from the White Castle off Thompson Lane, I mean, it was the go-to spot.
All right, I'm getting 2104 says there's a Crystal in Murfreesboro Road and Bell Road. I've stopped there many nights after closing down the old Olympia Sports Bar. Is there a Crystal that close to us at Murfreesboro and Bell Road?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good then.
Mister, I don't believe you.
Yeah. Well, no, that's that way, not that way.
Yeah, other way.
Yeah, you were wrong on that, buddy.
Sorry.
3337 with a very serious question. You think Crystal was big back in the day because everybody was poor back then?
Actually, everybody was rich on life. You could say whatever about your financial structure, but I feel like Crystal's was the, upper echelon of fast food.
All right. Paul said, look, this is great. Friday afternoon, who cares, right? We're throwing it out there. Paul says the Crystals in Belle Meade is now a Waldo's chicken.
Oh, that's some pretty good chicken.
Is it worth knocking down a Crystal for Waldo's chicken?
No.
By the way, how are the Colorado Rockies doing?
Rockies, they take place tonight for game 1. They play the Miami Marlins.
Why are we staggering this stuff out?
Just because they don't want everybody playing on the first day. It would have been too much overstimulation for a baseball fan like
So
me.
what happens on May the 7th?
There'll still be some baseball games.
Can everybody not play on the same day? Is that too much?
I think the only day that they will play on the same day is, I guess, the last day of the season. And I think
everybody.
Yeah. And then
everybody plays on Saturday.
Right before the All-Star break, maybe. I'd have to go back and look at the full schedule. But yeah, there are a few days where everybody's playing on the same day. But it's opening. Look.
No. During the season, they all play on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but not every single team plays on that exact day. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Every team plays in the weekends.
Yes, but they're not. Oh, my goodness.
Here we go. Can't get along with baseball. Give it to me what you got.
Prime example.
All right.
Yesterday, St. Louis Cardinals had opening day at Busch Stadium.
Sure.
Right? That was a Thursday game. They're off today. They're not playing today. Then they play Saturday, Sunday. There is a day in between each series you play, unless you're on a tight schedule when you get into the meat of the schedule.
That's what I'm thought. So this is only the beginning of the season.
Right.
But like in May, June, July, they're playing on the weekends.
Yeah.
God, when did baseball become? Baseball has always been soft. Now this is just ridiculous.
All right. Now you're pushing buttons, Joe.
This is ridiculous.
No, the softest sport on planet Earth, we can say it, is professional basketball.
I think there's not a doubt it's baseball.
No.
Guys go on the DL because they
broke their hand. Yeah, that happens.
Oh, they tying their shoe and they pulled a hamstring. It's some nonsense.
Look, I understand from a pitcher's perspective if you have to throw a baseball and then you start to get some sort of arthritis in your shoulder, or you can't throw because your elbow is just out of socket.
Okay.
You have to get Tommy John surgery.
That's the extreme here, pal.
Not necessarily. I mean,
how many guys are getting Tommy John? Like you're telling me like half the league has time? No. Baseball is the softest sport.
Okay.
By far. You know what sport you'll never argue about being soft? Football. Never. Don't start. Unless you're talking about punters or kickers.
What about the whole concussion protocol thing? Is that soft? No.
What in the world?
I'm just asking.
It's gone to half. Notre Dame's over Vanderbilt, 31-26. You can listen to the Vandy women's game over 94.9. The Fan. Is our buddy join us next? I got no details about it. We're just going to bring him on.
Yeah, sounds great.
Sean Henry.
And he's a big baseball fan.
I'm not doing this again. I'm not getting double team on baseball by two bozos.
That's what she said.
We'll get to him here next.
Let's go to the Brendan Jason Big Joe Show. 102.5 The Game.
Chasing Big Joe 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. I'm back. Sorry, had to deal with some business. We say hello to Sean Henry, CEO of the Nashville Predators, who is with us now, because I would not miss an interview with Sean Henry. How are you, Sean?
Well, I was a little sad when I heard you were missing out on us, so I'm glad you're back in. What a good surprise. Good walk-in music. Life is good despite the score last night.
Yeah, I know. But you know what's – and I know nobody wants to talk this way or hear this. I mean, it was a good game, played well enough to win. Unfortunately, it just didn't go that way. But when you watch this team and how they have played as of late, it's fun, right? I mean, of seeing just how competitive these guys are.
Well, you win 5 out of 6. Heck yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, right.
And like you said, the games have been fun. And you know, who's scoring, how they're scoring, getting contributions, up and down the lineup. Both juices are playing just incredibly well. It has been fun, really fun.
You knew when you guys signed him, Steven Stamkos was already going to go to the Hockey Hall of Fame. You saw him early in his career in Tampa, but to see what that guy has done, having a terrible, as he would probably put it, start in October and November to then almost be at 40 goals on March 27th is absolutely remarkable.
It really is. I hope he gets to 40, if not more. I think Phil is going to flirt with it, if not get there. And it's fun to see. Whenever you have, 2 scorers, or hitting high numbers, it's fun to watch them drive each other in a really good, healthy way. And after one of them scores, I like the reaction of the other guy, on the bench. So the team is having fun, and you see that, I think, or I hope you do.
Yeah, I definitely think you do. I'll give Joe the honors of tomorrow night and being Mike Fisher and Carrie Underwood bobblehead night, because I know he has an affinity for Mike Fisher.
Well, he should. Really, both of them mean so much to the organization. I mean, Carrie has performed solo, I'm guessing probably 8, 9 shows here, and then has hosted the CMAs in our building. Gosh, I bet 10 times, if not more. So his contributions on the ice and in the community, hers in the building and in the community, really make him a pretty important couple to our franchise.
Did you two arrive at the same time? You came in 2010, right?
I came in September 2010, and Mike came in late January, early February of 2011, so the same season. And he catapulted us to our first ever second-round appearance, and then obviously our second-round appearance into the Stanley Cup. And he was our captain then, and then came back, if you remember, in the middle season of our President's Trophy year.
Yeah, can you put in words what he meant or still means to the Nashville Predators?
I wasn't here when Forsberg, allowed his team to trade him here. That was a pretty big day. And Forsberg's one of the greatest players, in the history of the game. Unfortunately, he was hurt when he got here and didn't play a lot in the playoffs. But I put Mike in the same way. I mean, he wanted a trade here when it looked like Otto was going to maybe go into some type of rebuild. He asked for the trade here. This is where he wanted to be. And then he re-signed here twice. I mean, it really means a lot when one of the league's marquee players says, this is where I want to be, comes here, helps the team evolve on so many fronts, in the community, what we're doing for players' health, obviously on the ice, and then resigns here twice and has been such a strong alumni member, revolving around youth hockey, what we do, from a foundation standpoint. And it's fun when you see him in the building, it just lights everyone up. It really does. We had a celebration of life for Sheila Crisp last week or 2 weeks ago, and no surprise, Mike was one of the first people there.
He's such a good dude. You know what? I was at a game recently in the crowd, and there was 2 people there. They were from Bowling Green. It came down. They're watching the game. First game they've been to a Preds game in years, and you guys did the live shot from the hospital with the young kid that was battling cancer. And to see their emotion, Sean, in the crowd, and to see that, and they're like, oh, I had no idea they did this. It went far beyond just like them seeing that. Like, they were interested about getting involved and all that. Was that the goal for all this, to bring awareness to the foundation and to make these young men and women who are battling their lives every day, to just let people know how much people love them?
Yeah, there are, I guess, 4 individual call-outs during a game. The 4 military hero of the night. We have our teacher of the night we recognize. We have our employee of the night. Oh, I'm sorry, we also have a youth hockey player of the night. And then, of course, put a spotlight on a child and family that are going through a tough time. Because if you can take the energy of 17,000 people and throw it on them, it's always emotional. It means a lot for them. It really does. So part of it is just taking our game's energy and making 4, 5, 6 different people feel really good each and every night. And then the other part is bringing a little bit of awareness to everyone can give that same type of recognition in their own way. And that was really a Mike Fisher thing of, if we all do our own part every day, Nashville's a better place to be.
Sean Henry is with us, CEO of the Nashville Predators. How, we talk about the passion of this fan base. I mean, how excited does it make you all when you see people talking about the GM search and tweets about that and asking, hey, what's the latest, and showing how excited they are while also supporting Barry and what he's doing with his team right now?
I think it's what makes us so unique as a sports market. There's a reason our players love playing here. There's a reason why Barry wanted to come back here. It's the reason I absolutely love it, and my family does, and why you guys do. Our fans care about the team. They care about the people around the team. They care about the future of the team. And that manifests in a lot of different ways, sometimes in an angry email or passionate text or tweet, and sometimes just, rah. But you bring all that together under one, it all has one meaning. Everybody wants us to be bigger and better than we are today. And that's a good thing.
Well, and I know that search is ongoing. Notice I didn't ask you, hey, what's the latest with the GM search? I tried to be creative there.
Well, you can ask me.
What's the latest with the GM search?
It's ongoing. And the next time I'll talk about it is when we announce them.
Oh, man, that's great. You burned him. Well
I
done.
know. I set him up for it. That's what friends do, right?
Well done on that one. Here's the dumbest question of the day you're going to get asked. Are you guys, and I know this the answer already, but you guys are already planning like you're making the playoffs, right? I mean, that's already a given.
Well, I'm hoping we're making the playoffs, and I won't be surprised when we make the playoffs. And we always plan for the playoffs as far as what are we going to do next, here or there.
Right.
Obviously, there are a lot of things you got to plan literally months out. Like we bring in a lot of dehumidification, extra refrigeration for the building. We order that in December. And you know what? If you don't make the playoffs, well, you pay for all that equipment anyway, because it takes about 2 weeks to get it installed, but you got to get it in advance. Some of the giveaways, that we'll bring in for the playoffs, if we don't play that many games that we plan for, they, forward on to next year to some degree. Some are, we're dead in the water on, they literally say playoffs.
Right.
And with the year on it. But, yeah, of course you do. And I have a pretty good track record. It's my, 16th season. And I guess we missed the playoffs 4 of those 16 years, which makes it a lot of fun. And, when you do miss them, it gives you opportunity to rebuild the team a little bit, like the past 2 missed playoffs did. We got, really good draft picks. We kept all of our draft picks the past 4 seasons, which has allowed us to really start stockpiling, prospects at a really high level. I think we have 30 to 33 picks over the next 3 years. I think 16 or so in the top 100. I'm really excited about the future. And, Adam could pick this up in his segment coming out of it. That, my gosh, the Preds, they bad for 15 years in a row. When are they going to just suck forever? Hey, Adam, we're not going to.
Get it? Yeah. I'm here for all that. Yes.
Look, missing the playoffs 2 out of 3 years is a big setback. The last time we did that is, when we traded away some of our, fan favorites and veterans and got players back like Jan Krok and Phil Forsberg, and then opened the gates up for Roman Josi and Eki and the stars that we all fell in love with in the teens into the 20s. And I think you're starting to see that emerge right now. So,
look,
and I'm only joking, Adam. I love your commentary.
Well, I was going to throw this out there because
I'm joking. He's not listening.
I'm sure. I'm sure he is. I'm sure you have heard Big Joe's support of Barry Trotz, that if when you guys make the playoffs, that Barry Trotz just needs to walk around Bridgestone Arena with his shirt off, basically pounding his chest of I showed you.
Yes.
Barry has said to me that I don't think anybody wants to necessarily see that. That was his response. But maybe there's something fun we could do with Adam when the Predators make the playoffs.
Oh, I know I'll have fun with it. But just so you know, Barry Trotz was in my office right before this, pumping me up for this, okay,
where
he started a hype club. and neither one of us had a shirt on. So we're getting ready for the playoffs. We're practicing for you guys.
Look, I need him with like a big gold Preds chain, just walking around like.
I'm telling you,
like, what's
Sean,
up?
if he does this, it'll be the number one story forever with sports teams. General manager who people got mad at makes the playoffs, and he's going to walk the entire concourse, the entire game, not just one period, the entire game.
Well, I'll take a step further. Every year we make the playoffs for the next 10, 15 years, he should do the same thing, because his first year stepping in the role, working side by side with David, he peeled back a lot of fan favorites and veterans to get some really good draft picks. And then we missed the playoffs that year. The next year, surprisingly, we made the playoffs earlier than we thought. Again, we didn't trade any assets. We kept who we had. So we kept all of our draft picks. The next year, we missed the playoffs. Again, traded a few players out to stock and pile more. What he did at the draft deadline this year, I knew it was a genius. I really did. I mean, he kept some pieces, traded away some pieces, so kind of protected us on either way. But it was really about clearing the decks to let some of our budding stars start getting some, real playing time and meaningful slots where they should be. And I think the results speak for themselves. So ideally, this does push us into the playoffs. If it doesn't, it takes us as a franchise a step further to where we want to be.
Yep, I totally agree with you, Sean. Appreciate the time as always, and we will be watching and be there tomorrow night.
All right, when you guys sign up at 3:00, if you want to hop on over, Mary and I are practicing some body art. If you want to join in,
we'll be right there. We'll bring the paint.
All right, guys. Hey, tell Ricky to stay away from my car too. Only have security.
I will.
The weirdos.
Thank you, Sean.
See you guys.
See ya.
Oh, the inside joke is lovely.
Oh, it is. It is for sure. I appreciate Sean for joining us. We'll come back with celebrity birthdays. What day is it? And wrap it all up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. We don't have a lot of time, so let's speed through this with what day is it and celebrity birthdays.
Okay, first on the list it is Celebrate Exchange Day, International Whiskey Day, National Joe Day, shout out to Joe.
Hey, shout out to Joe.
National Scribble Day, Quirky Country Music Song Titles Day, No Homework Day, National Spanish Paella Day, World Theater Day, and that's it. Okay.
Very
All right,
nice.
time for birthdays. Chase, you go
Speed
first.
round.
How old is former Villanova national champion Ed Pinckney? How old is he today?
71.
70,
63. Dr. Crane, Randall Cunningham,
67,
64.
63. Chase up 1-0. Chaser, Buster Posey,
42.
44,
39. Dr. Crane, Quentin Tarantino,
79,
82.
63. Chaser, Mariah Carey,
57.
53,
56. 2-0 Chase. Chase, how old is Fergie?
45.
40,
51. Dr. Crane, how old is Brenda Song? She's married to the dude from Home Alone. I forget his name.
38,
Right now.
Macaulay Culkin,
Yes.
38,
40.
38 exactly.
Nice.
Here goes the winner. Here it is. How old is number 2? Michael York. He was Austin Powers' assistant. Michael York, great British actor. Chase, how old's Michael York for the win?
He was Basil.
Basil.
63.
81,
84. So close. We're going real quick. How old is keyboard player Tony Banks of Genesis, Dr. Crane?
59,
75.
76 at the buzzer. Chase McKay brings it home.
Wow.
Amazing. We love Chase.
He's great. He does a good job. That is going to do it for us. It's been a fun week. Have a good weekend, a safe weekend. And JoJo, enjoy Key West. We'll see you when you get back.
Thank you, brothers. Our message all the time this weekend, guys, do something for yourself. It's not selfish. It's deserving. Know that you're awesome. Know that your journey sometimes gets a little disheveled on the way, but it's a great journey. It's your journey. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. You are uniquely, wonderfully, and fearfully made. Know how much we love you. You're kicking ass, man. Know that, and know more importantly than anything else, how much God loves you.
Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD is next here on 102.5 The Game.